Okay. All right. I came up in the folk circuit around here, so I like to tell stories, and I have one last song that I have to share a story with, and then we're on to Mika. But thank you so much to Jim for. Then we're on to, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I have my order screwed up. Then we're on to the blues set, which I'm also equally excited for, and then Mika back here. We're just moving around the room a ton. But anyway, I'm going to end on one that I wrote about an 8th grade social studies project. So we all know it's a good one. But at the end of my 8th grade year, we were assigned this project where we had to draw ourselves exactly as we saw ourselves. And then on the inside of our bodies, we were told to put adjectives to explain the way that we view ourselves. And on the outside, we were told to put adjectives to explain the way that we think that other people view us. And then we got paired up with kids in the room, and we had to talk about why we drew and wrote what we did. And I got paired up with this boy that I didn't really know very well. And I didn't know that he could draw, but he was an unbelievable artist. And he had drawn his body all in black and white. And then coming up out of his head was this explosion of thoughts and symbols and colors and ideas. And he put all of his adjectives about himself up in this thought bubble, instead of in his body as we were assigned. And I sat with him, and he talked to me about how he saw himself as unsocietal, and how he had one hand open and one class tight to explain the things that he was open to and the things that he wasn't. And on the inside of his body, he only put one word, and it just said human, as if that was all he really knew, because he was still kind of figuring it out. And I went home that day, and I couldn't stop thinking about what an artist this boy was, and the fact that I had sat in class with him for 8 years and had no idea about this explosion of light and color and character inside of him. And so it's kind of become my thing to look for the artists in everyone, and the light and the explosion. And I travel to schools across the country, and we talk a lot about that. And with everything that's gone on the last week, I have a whole lot of hope in my generation, and a whole bunch of kids coming up who are real artists and really know how to speak out about things. And so this song is called Where the Artists Go. Thank you so much for And there's a place you know where the artists go, and honey colors line the sky, and you're alive inside. Just your thunderous mind, always chasing, searching, always something new to find. And someday the walls of this town are gonna cave in, and this explosion inside you is gonna burst through your skin. 'Cause you see the beauty with one hand open and one class tight. Society don't know a damn about this life. And when they ask you for your name, you reply with all you know, saying I am human, and I am human. And there's a place you know where the artists go, and nobody holds an unseen light. Nobody's masked, there's no stolen skin, 'cause you're proud to belong where nobody fits in. And as you burn bright with this you, hold on to those eyes that cut straight to the truth. 'Cause you see the beauty with one hand open and one class tight. Society don't know a damn about this life. And when they ask you for your name, you reply with all you know, saying I Thank you so much. Thank you for this.
Haley Reardon. I don't know. I think she needs to do an encore, because she needs to hear it. What do you think, folks? You want an encore? It's fantastic. You got one more in you? Oh, give me one more.
I'm back. I thought I was off the hook. I can get my burger now and you're at work. But no, I gotta decide what I'm gonna do now. Once again, thank you so much to Jim. I randomly got a message from him like over the summer or something, and ended up coming in and doing an interview on regular radio and just hanging out with him for a while. And immediately after that, he was just like my new manager, best friend, whatever. He was calling me with all these people, like, oh, come here, come that. And you've just been so sweet, and it's just been so cool to get to know you and your wife and everyone through all this. So. I'm gonna do a song that I'm from Marblehead, Massachusetts, and I'm gonna do a song that I wrote about growing up there. So it's called "There You Are With Me." Lay in a parking lot of unsaid thoughts, borderlines and honest lies. This town really sucks sometimes. And with the only eyes wide enough to hold ambition, time rolls into our true positions. I've never been so glad to be by your side. 'Cause everybody else thinks we keep to ourselves. Oh, but the nasty truth may be that all those girls ain't never taste this kind of honesty. We proletariat up so this town could be cut free. There you are with me. Oh, there you are with me. Just 2 more years, and we'll learn to drive like we learned to steer. But I heard Route 95 could get us all the way to New Jersey in the night. 'Cause everybody else thinks we keep to ourselves. Oh, but the nasty truth may be that all those girls ain't never taste this kind of honesty. We proletariat up so this town could be cut free. There you are with me. Oh, there you are with me. It's raining on the cobblestones of Boston. No one would know as long as you keep dancing. Someday we're gonna see the whole damn world, and we'll send a postcard back to the hometown girls. 'Cause everybody else thinks we keep to ourselves. Oh, but the nasty truth may be that all those girls ain't never taste this kind of honesty. We proletariat up so this town could be Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Haley. All right, I need to do some plugging here. We're all here for the Richard family who was affected by the bombing down at the marathon, as we all know. And we have silent auction items, and they're 50-50. My wife Deb over there is in charge, not just here, but at home. And we have this guitar that's $100 just to buy it, and all the artists have signed it and went to a recording session. Even Bob Margolin, who played with Muddy Waters, sits in with the Allman Brothers at the Beacon Theater all the time. He's on here. Woody Giesman from the Del Fuegos. Phil Pemberton from Roomful of Blues, who's here. Ron Levy, who's played with B.B. King in the heyday. So all the artists are going to sign this. So this leads us to the School of Rock. If you want your child to be like Haley, the kid doesn't roll out of bed and sound like Haley Reardon. Trust me. They need some instruction. They need a nice student guitar, and they need to go to the School of Rock. And with that, I want to bring up my sponsor, Ed from the School of Rock. He has donated a $300 gift certificate, and if you get the guitar and go to the School of Rock, your kid can get some instruction. Talk about it, Ed. Start bidding.
Thanks, everybody. Hey, that was awesome. I have a 7-year-old sitting back there who saw you on YouTube and wants to meet you, so that's very cool. We are School of Rock. We have a little table set up back there. We provide music instruction after school to kids ages 7 to 18. We also will be rolling out a toddler program coming up in a few months called Little Wing for kids ages 3 to 6. Instead of listening to The Wheels on the Bus, they'll listen to Yellow Submarine and learn about music. We did offer a donation here for a month of free lessons. Our lessons include private instruction and group instruction on the weekends. And the main goal for us is to get kids to play up here and to play out and to learn to play and be in a band. So that's what we do. We're located right down on Norwood Street. So if you have a son, daughter, nephew, niece, uncle, cousin, brother, aunt, mother, anyone who's interested, please feel free to grab some of our information and pass it along. If it's not for you, might be for a relative or somebody you know. But we are open 6 days a week providing music instruction to the kids. So thank you very much, and good luck to everybody else here today.
And if you don't have a relative or anybody who wants it, this is for charity. I want you to realize that. And you could bid on that item, and if Ed has a kid who wants to go to the school and doesn't have a lot of bread, and music education has been cut in schools, donate it back to the school, and I'm sure he'll be aware of some children who want some lessons. And he's nodding his head, absolutely. So that would be a really wonderful thing to do, so let's start the bidding on that. I also want to thank our other sponsor, Dr. Michael Miller. Where is he? He's probably at the bar. Without Dr. Miller, I would not walk erect. I don't know what that means, but Mrs. Carney does. And anyway, we have the blues set coming up down there. Get in the 50-50, get in the raffles, Mrs. Carney. Stop blushing. All right. Polly's at 4:30.